السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are looking at a continuation of the lesson number 7 or lesson number 17, right? It depends on the book you are using. So, of course, if you can remember very well, in the previous lesson, we look at Lamu Ta'lil at the beginning. We look at Lamu Ta'lil. Then we also look at the An. Okay, and this one, as you can see it here. Okay, we look at it a little bit. We didn't look at it into details, but inshallah, in this continuation, we look at it more, and then we'll see several other examples. Okay, on those two. So without wasting much time, let's continue. So as you can see here, they say, Iqra ma yali, read what follows, or read that which follows. So this ma is what? What type of ma is this one? Okay, what type of ma is this one? Ma al-mawsula, right? Ma al-mawsula. You can remember we have ma al-istifhamiyya and then ma al-nafiya. Okay, but this one is mawsula. Okay. So the first one says that Uridu an ashaba ila al-mustawsaf. Ila al-mustawsaf. I want to go to the mustawsaf. So this an, okay, it means, like the last time I told you, it means to, like I want to drink water, I want to go out, I want to sleep, I want to eat. So that too is the an here. Uridu an ashaba. And we said it is from the adawatun nasb. Okay, when it comes, the verb that is coming, the mudore, the fi'l al-mudore, most of the time when it comes, you see a fi'l al-mudore following it. So when it comes and then a fi'l al-mudore is following it, that fi'l al-mudore, that present tense verb, is going to be mansub. So we see it is from the it is an adatun nasb. Okay, so like here, uridu an azhaba, it is initial azhabu, but because it has come as haba. I hope that is clear. Okay, we explain this. So here, nasitu an akula laka shay'an. I forgot to tell you something or to say something to you. So you can see an akula is initially akulu. You can remember kola yakulu. Okay, but here because of the an akula, so it is an adatun nasb. Okay, a tool that makes mudore verbs mansub. Okay, it makes mudore verbs mansub. Okay, the next one, uridu an ahfaz al-Quran al-Karim. I want to memorize Quran al-Karim. Uridu an ahfaza. So you can see ahfaza, not ahfazu. Okay, so this one is mansub. When it comes, all the verbs following it are going to be mansub. Okay. Nasitu an aktuba darsa. So you see, nasitu an aktuba. Uridu an adrusa al-lughata al-arabiyyata li'annaha lughatu al-Qur'an al-Karim. So you see, uridu an adrusa. So you see, an adrusa al-lughata al-arabiyyata li'annaha, because it is lughatu al-Qur'an al-Karim. It is the language of the Quran, of the noble Quran, right? Nuridu an nas'alaka su'alan ya ustaz. We want to ask you a question. Nuridu an nas'alaka. Okay, we want to ask you a question. Ya ustaz. Who ustaz? Okay. Aturidu an taqula li shay'an. Do you want to say something to me? Aturidu an taqula. So you see, taqula. So whenever it comes, this an, okay, you see that the mudore verb that is following it is going to be mansub. Okay, that's its grammatical effect. Okay, in a sentence, it is an adatun nasb. Okay, yuridu akhi an yadrusa bil jami'ati al-islamiyya. So you see, yuridu akhi, my brother wants an yadrusa, to study. Okay, an yadrusa, not an yadrusu. Okay, an yadrusa bil jami'ati al-islamiyya. you want to study at the Islamic University, okay, Jamiat al-Islamiyya. Nasitu an aktubal unwana ala zarf. I forgot to write, okay, an aktuba. So you see, not an aktubu, but what? An aktuba. Nasitu an aktubal unwana ala zarf. The unwan is the address. So I forgot to write the address on the envelope. Okay, unwan is what's the name? Address, but it could also mean title. Like we say unwan dars, the title of the lesson. Okay, unwan, like it can mean the title of something, the title of a book, or the title of something. It could be unwan, but here unwan can also mean address. Most of the time it means address. So in this case it means the address. Okay, so he's saying that he forgot to write the address on the envelope. The zof is envelope. Okay, zof is envelope. But of course in grammar it means adverb, right? Like we have zof makan, zof zaman. So in grammatical context it means an adverb. But here you don't see an adverb. Okay, it is the what? The envelope. The envelope is the zof. Okay, now see. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية مستعملا أن. We should answer the following questions using an. So they want us to answer the questions using an. Okay, so how do we go by that? أين تريد أن تذهب في عطلة الصيف? So this type of questions, you don't have one single answer. It will depend on the student. Okay, so what we will do is that, of course, we will give it to the student, at least like we have been doing. We'll give at least one exercise to the student to try his hand on it. Okay, so please, this one we wouldn't do it here. Please try your hands on it. Okay, this particular exercise. Okay, give it to the student. You can try it, inshallah. Those who are in the WhatsApp pages, in the WhatsApp page, okay, if you face any challenge, or if you want to clarify or to make sure that your answer is correct, you can send it to the moderator. Inshallah, he will cross check, and if there is any correction, he will correct for you. Okay, those who are also on the Telegram page, you can also do that, inshallah. Okay, so this particular exercise is an assignment for us. Okay, exercise the number 7. Okay, so please do it. Okay, as I said, it depends. Everybody will have his or her own answer. It won't have one answer. Where do you want to go in the summer holidays? So this depends on you. Okay, you put whatever answer you put, but you are supposed to use an. So you can say uridu an azhaba ila kaza wa kaza. I want to go to so and so. You see, so you have to use an. Uridu an. Okay, like here, lima turidu an tadrusa al-lughata al-arabiyya. Why do you want to study Arabic language? So you can say uridu an. You see, you have to use an in your answer. Uridu an adrusa al-lughata al-arabiyya li annani uridu kaza wa kaza. Okay, you can put whatever answer you want, but you have to use an. That's why they say musta'milan and using an. Okay, so let's look at here. Let's continue with the number 8. Okay, exercise number 8. Ikra al-amsilat al-atiyah. Read the following sentences. Lam al-ta'lil. Okay, the focus here is lam al-ta'lil. I hope you can remember that we did lam al-ta'lil in the previous lesson. And we said lam al-ta'lil, of course, it comes to mean to give a reason why you did something. Okay, so if I say kharajtu li ashrab al-ma, I went out to drink water. So it gives, if I say I went out to, so the word to, it is coming to give a reason why I went out, right? I went out to do so and so. So the word to, it comes to give a justification, okay, or a reason for your first action. Okay, so that's how lam ta'lil work. Okay, so I say kharajtu li. So this li means to. It gives the reason why you did something. Okay, So of course, even in Arabic language, it's coming from the word illa. When we say illa, we mean the cause or the reason of something. The cause of something is called illa. Okay, illa. Okay. So ta'lil is actually reason, okay, or justification. Okay. So lam ta'lil, so that's what they call it, lam ta'lil. Okay, so look at this example. This is an example to clarify what we are talking about. ندرس اللغة العربية. I think here should be ندرس. Okay. ندرس اللغة العربية لنفهم القرآن الكريم والحديث النبوي الشريف. So ندرس اللغة العربية. We study Arabic language. Li. So you see, this li, it comes to mean, why are you studying Arabic language? Li. So it gives a justification, a reasoning for you doing something. So like the last time I said in the previous lesson, there's always going to be something. Then the lam ta'lil will come in between. Then the last part will be the reason for the first part. Okay, so it's just like this. Always it's going to be like this. Okay, you will have something, this one. Okay, for example, I went out. Then the lam ta'lil will come in between. Lam ta'lil will come in between. Then there's another thing, which will be the sabab, the reason why you went out. I hope that is clear. So there is initial something, then the lam ta'lil will come to mean for, there's something else will come, which will be the reason why you did the first thing. Okay, so that's how it works. So you can't just say li ashrab al ma and then you are sitting now. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make a complete sense meaning. Okay, okay. If I just say to drink water, if I say this to you, you will understand, right? It doesn't make a complete meaning. Okay, but if I say I went out to drink water, okay, so there's two parts of the sentence. Okay, so that's what I said. Okay, so like here, ندرس اللغة العربية. Okay, that's the first part. That's an action. Then we have lam ta'lil, which will come in the middle. Okay, like here. This is the lam ta'lil. Okay, this one. You see. Then we have another part. Okay, the second part, which is this one. Okay. So you see, there's first you are doing something, ندرس اللغة العربية. Then the lam ta'lil will come. Then the reason will come. Okay, we study Arabic language to understand the Quran and the Hadith of the Prophet. Okay, okay. So that is what it is. So that's how it works. You can't have lam ta'lil just beginning a sentence. Okay, without, because it comes to give a justification. So if you just see it, if it is at the beginning of the sentence, like here, you just see linafham al-Quran al-Karim. It doesn't make sense, right? So that's what one thing we should note. Okay. Wal hadith an-nabawiyya sharifa. And then the hadith, the prophetic hadith, or the hadith of the prophet, of the noble prophet. Okay. Now, قام المدرس ليكتب على السبورة. The teacher got up, or the teacher stood up to write on the board. ليكتب على السبورة. خرجت من الفصل لأشرب الماء. So see, ذهب أبي إلى جدة واي ليشتري سيارة تبايعها. خلقنا الله تعالى. Allah the exalted, He created us. Why? لنعبده, to worship Him, so that we worship Him, right? Alone. Okay. دخلت الحمام. I entered the hammam, the washroom. Why? لأغسل وجهي, to wash my face. Oh, that is clear. ذهبت إلى مكتب البريد. I went to the post office. Why? لآخذ البركية التي جاءتني من أبي, to take the barkiya, the post, okay, or the mail. You know, when you send a post, you post a letter or something to your friend in another country. That's the barkiya. Okay, so لآخذ البركية التي جاءتني من أبي, to take the post that came to me from my father. Okay, so that is it. Now let's look at the continuation. We have here فتحت النافذة, I opened the window. Why? ليدخل الهواء, for the air to enter. فدخل الذباب, then the fly entered. So he opened the window for air to enter, but a fly entered. Now, يا حمزة أذهب الآن إلى السوق لأشتري دفاتر وأقلاما لي ولك ولسؤاد. Okay, there is no new thing here. Okay, so I hope that is clear. We understand lam al-ta'lil, and of course we say lam al-ta'lil is also an adatul nasb. Okay, adatul nasb. When it comes the fi'l mudari is that is following it is supposed to be mansub, right? So if you want to observe something, observe. See, okay. لنفهم, not نفهم. ليكتب, okay. لأشرب, ليشتري, لنعبد, لأغسل, لآخذ. So you see, fatha, it is all mansub. When it comes, the noun that is following it is supposed to be mansub. ليدخل, لأشتري. You see, so it is an adatul nasb. Okay, now let's look at the ninth one here. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية مستعملا لام التعليل. لام التعليل. You should answer the following questions using لام التعليل. Okay. لما دخلتم المطعم? Why did you enter the mat'am, the restaurant? So you should answer using لام التعليل. Okay, but here they have provided suggested. They have made a suggestion. You can use these verbs, okay, for your answer. Okay, so we are all supposed to use it. So lima dakhaltumul mat'ama, why do you enter the mat'am? So we can see dakhalna al mat'ama li nashraba. So here have to be nashraba. So you can see the nashraba al kahwata, to drink the coffee. Okay. Lima kharajta min al madrasati, why did you went out from the madrasa? So you can see kharajtu min al madrasati li ashtariya. So here have to be ya. Okay, it should be mansub. Li, when you add the lam, it should turn to ya. Li ashtariya kitaban. You can see that. Lima zahabta ila qaryatika yawm al-jum'ati, why did you went to your village on Friday? So you can see that zahabtu ila qaryati yawm al-jum'ati li azura abi, to visit. Zara means he visited. Yazuru, he is visiting. So if I say ana azuru, okay, so I'll say zahabtu ila qaryati yawm al-jum'ati li azura, to visit. Abi, li azura abi, to visit my father. So lima zahabtunna ila al-maktabati ya akhawatu. So he's asking akhawat. Okay, why did you went to the maktab? So they can answer by saying, of course these are females, several of them. So they can answer by saying zahabna ila al-maktabi, or ila al-maktabati, sorry, ila al-maktabati, zahabna ila al-maktabati linakra al-kutub. You can just put anything there, kutub, okay, to read books. Of course, we go to the library to read books, right? Or to study. Okay, linakra al-kutuba, to read the books. So lima jaa akhuka ila al-madinati al-munawwara, why did your brother came to Medina, the enlightened city, Madinah al-Munawwara. So you can see that جاء أخي إلى المدينة المنورة ليدرس okay, you can just say ليدرس to study, but of course you can add something. Okay, so you can see ليدرس القرآن, to study Quran. Okay. لما خرج زميلك من الفصل, why did your friend went out from the classroom? Okay, and they give a suggestion. يغسل. So خرج زميلي من الفصل ليغسل وجهه. So you can see ليغسل وجهه. Now here, لما خلقنا الله تعالى, why did Allah create us? Why did Allah create us? Okay, of course to worship him, right? So that is the answer here. Na abudu. Okay, so you can say خلقنا الله تعالى لنعبده. Okay, or لنعبده وحده, to worship him alone. You can be worshiping Allah and then the polytheists, okay, those who, okay, the mushrikun, they can worship Allah at the same time they have some small idols. Okay, that's not what we are talking about. That's not the correct worship. Okay, so لنعبد الله وحده, to worship Allah alone, right? To worship him alone, not just to worship him, but to worship him alone. So لما قام المدرس, why did the teacher stood up? Okay, so you can say قام المدرس ليكتب الدرس. So you see here ليكتب, you have to put فتحة, ليكتب الدرس على السبورة. لما تذهب إلى مكتب البريد الآن. Okay, so you can see أنا أذهب إلى المكتب البريد الآن لآخذ. So you have to change it from آخذ to آخذ. لآخذ, to take. Okay, like they said, البركية التي جاءتني من أبي, the post which came to me from my father, right? So you can also put that. Okay, now here لما تدرسون اللغة العربية يا إخوان, why are you studying لغة العربية, Arabic language, my brothers? Okay, so نفهم is here as a suggestion. So what answer should we put? You can say that نحن ندرس اللغة العربية, or you can just say ندرس اللغة العربية لنفهم القرآن والحديث النبوي, like they said previously. والحديث النبوي, right? Okay, the hadith of the Prophet, the Quran and the hadith of the Prophet. Of course, they are together. They are almost together. The Quran and the hadith, they are something that is almost inseparable, right? Yes. So ta'ammal ma yali. So we are studying Arabic language to understand the Quran and the hadith, right? So ta'ammal ma yali, we should take note of whatever is following. The manner there is important things in it. Take note. Okay, la his. Okay, take note of what is following. The following. So la yumkinuka, then we have into bracket la yumkinu أن تجلس هنا هذا مقعد عثمان. Now there is something that you need to understand here. I think we look at yumkinu, right? Previously we saw yumkinu, amkana yumkinu, which means for something to be possible. Okay, like we say yumkinu kya, or it can also, the last time we saw it, I think it means you can, right? Like we say yumkinu kya, you can, yumkinu kya an tazhab al-ana, you can go now, right? Yumkinu kya an taf'ala kaza wa kaza. Or you can say yumkinuni, it is possible for me, or I can, right? So that is simply what it means. The verb is amkana. Okay, should I write? Okay, so I hope you can see. Let me try to write. Okay. Amkana. This is just a verb. Okay. amkana, this way. So this is the verb, which means, okay, it was made possible. The mudore is yumkinu. You see, yumkinu. Amkana yumkinu. So that's the verb. Okay, amkana yumkinu. Okay, so you can see. So this is a verb, amkana yumkinu, which means to be possible. So amkana, it was, that's past tense. Yumkinu, it is possible. At the moment, at this moment. Okay, present tense, mudore. Okay, or future. Okay, now so see here, la yumkinuka. Of course, as like the last time I told you, you can attach a pronoun to it. So you can say yumkinuka, yumkinuni, yumkinuhu. Okay, yumkinuha, yumkinukum, yumkinuhum. You see, you can attach pronouns to it. Okay, it is. So when you attach a pronoun to it, for example, yumkinuka, bimana you can, it is possible for you. That's what it means. If I attach ni, yumkinu ni, bimana I can, or it is possible for me, right? That's simply what it means. So here, la yumkinuka, bimana you can't. Okay, la yumkinuka an tajlisa huna, you can't sit here. Okay, so assuming the teacher is telling you can't sit here, la yumkinuka an tajlisa huna, you can't sit here. Or he can just say la yumkinu an tajlisa huna. Okay, la yumkinu, it is not possible to sit here, and that is understood. Okay, they both mean the same thing. Okay, for example, let me give you examples, a simple example, so that you appreciate what I'm talking about. If I say, assuming you want to take my book, I have a nice book, you want to take it to the house. So if I say, it is not possible for you to take it to the house. Okay, it is not possible for you to take it to the house. And that's the first statement. Consider the second statement. The first statement is, if I say you can't, or it is not possible for you to take it to the house. My second statement is, it is not possible to take it to the house. I think I should write, right? So that you appreciate what I'm talking about. Okay. It is not possible to take it to the house. Okay. And if I see okay, so I hope you can see these two statements. Okay, the first one is, it is not possible to take it to the house. And the second one is, it is not possible for you to take it to the house. Are they the same? They are the same, right? In terms of meaning, like they both mean the same thing, right? They are all conveying the same information. I hope that is clear. But the only difference is here I added you. It is not possible for you. But here I just say it is not possible. Okay, but they are both conveying the same information. I hope that is clear. So that's what he's trying to do here. La yumkinuka. You can just say la yumkinuka, and you add the domir, the pronoun, like here. It is not possible for you. You are giving details. Or you can just say la yumkinu, and it will be the same. Whether you won't necessarily have to add the domir, the pronoun. They will both mean the same thing. That's what he's saying here. I hope that is clear. So you can say la yumkinuka or la yumkinu. Simple. La yumkinu, it is not possible to sit here. The person will understand. Okay, you don't need to add you. It is not possible for you. You don't need to necessarily add that for you. Okay, so that is simply what he's trying to explain here. La yumkinuka, or you can say la yumkinu and tajlisa huna, to sit here. It's not possible for you to sit here. Haza maq'adu Usman. This is the sitting place of Usman. Now here, yumkinuka or yumkinu, the same thing, whether you are adding the domir, the pronoun, or you are not attaching it, it will mean the same thing. Yumkinuka, or you can simply say yumkinu, an takhruja min al-fasl al-an. It is possible for you to go out of the class now. Or yumkinuka al-khuruju min al-fasl al-an. This is masdar. Okay, this is masdar. Okay, masdar. I think, I don't know whether we look at masdar. We look at it a little bit, right? You can remember jalasa, julus. Okay, the verbal now. Okay, so like here, you can see they said, la yumkinuka an tajlisa huna. If I don't want to use this verb, I can use la yumkinuka ajulusu huna. Oh, that is clear. La yumkinuka ajulusu huna. Or you can say la yumkinuka julusu huna. So the julus is masdar, is a verbal noun. Or that means sitting here is not possible for you. Okay, sitting. So the sitting is a noun. Oh, that is clear. So that's the same thing he is saying here. You can say yumkinuka an takhruja. You can go out. Or you can replace this part, an takhruja. You can remove it. And then you will put the verbal noun. Okay, the masdar. That's what we term as the masdar. You will replace it with the masdar. Okay, so that's simply what he's trying to do. He's trying to replace it. Okay, replace it. Okay, so yumkinuka al-khuruju min al-fasl al-ana. Going out is possible for you. Okay, so that's masdar. Inshallah, we'll look at it into details later. Again, inshallah, we'll look at it into details. We'll look at masdar, the different types of masdar. The masdar al-mu'awwal. Okay, we have masdar mimi. Okay, ma al-masdariyah. We'll look at all these types, inshallah. And they are very beautiful. They come a lot in the Quran. And most of the time when we understand it, it improves our understanding of the Quran. Like masdar mimi. When it comes in the Quran, it comes very beautiful. It portrays a lot of beauty when it comes in the Quran. Okay, and when we really understand the situation in which the Prophet was illiterate, right? We all know. Okay, basa fil ummiyina wallazi basa fil ummiyina rasulan. So ummi is the illiterate. The Prophet was illiterate. He couldn't read and write. So all these grammatical rules, when you see how they are beautifully arranged in the Quran, it portrays beauty. Okay, so that's what the Arabs were seeing. The Prophet they could use all kind of things. Some say he's a magician, or because the Quran is something that is beyond beauty. It is like, it's not that it is beautiful, it is above beauty. Okay, it is above beauty. You really see the chronological arrangement, how things are really arranged. SubhanAllah. So that one really appreciate it. Inshallah, we'll look at it very later. So ayumkinuni, or you can see ayumkinu an akhuza hazihi al-majallata ila al-bayti. Ayumkinuni, can I, or is it possible for me? Or you can simply say ayumkinu, is it possible an akhuza hazihi al-majallata ila al-bayt, to take this majalla, this newspaper, to the house. Okay, abi maridun jiddan, my father is very sick. La yumkinuhu an yazhaba ila al-masna. Abi maridun jiddan, my father is very sick. La yumkinuhu an yazhaba ila al-masna. He cannot, or it is not possible for him. La yumkinuhu, it is not possible for him. Or you can simply say la yumkinu. Okay, an yazhaba ila al-masna. He cannot go to the factory, right? The masna is the factory. Haza yumkinu wa haza la yumkinu. This is possible and this is not possible. Okay. Now let's look at here. تأمل الأمثلة li munzu. He's trying to teach something here, something new here. Munzu. I don't know whether we have came across it before. Munzu. Munzu means since. Okay, since. So if I say I haven't eaten anything since morning, So I can see that ma akeltu shay'an munzu sabah. Okay, munzu sabah, since morning I haven't eaten anything. Okay, or if I say I haven't seen him, okay, since last week. ما رأيته منذ أسبوع السابق. So you see, so munzu is it is since, it means since. Okay, in English we say since morning, since last year, since last week. Okay, so that since is what we term as munzu. And of course, even in English, we know that since, the word since, is what? Is a adverb of time, right? Since, like here, if I say since morning, it gives time, it reflects time, like it's an adverb of time. Okay, it gives reference to time. Okay, so in Arabic we call it Zof Zaman, adverb of time. Okay, so it is Zof Zaman. And if you can remember, we said the Zoruf, okay, the Zof Makan, Zof Zaman. When they come, the verb, that's I'm saying the verb, the noun that is following it is Mudof Ilahi. So when it comes, it is Mudof. The noun following it is going to be Mudof Ilahi. So if you heard me right, I said Munzu Sabahin. I said Munzu Usbu'il Sabik. Since last week. Usbu'i, not Usbu'u. So when it comes, anything following is going to be Majrur. I hope that is clear. So Ma ra'aytu Muhammadan. I haven't seen Muhammad. Munzu Yawmi. So you can see what I'm talking about. Munzu Yawmi. You can see Yawmi, not Yawmu or Yawma, but Munzu Yawmil Jumu'ati. I haven't seen Muhammad since Friday, right? Huwa ghaibun munzu usbu'in. He has been absent, or he is absent since a week. Since a week now. Okay. Naskunu fi hazal bayti munzu sanatin. We are staying, or we have been staying in this house munzu sanatin, since a year. Okay, bimana, since a year. Okay. هو مريض منذ رجوعه من بلده. هو مريض, he is sick. When? منذ رجوعه من بلده, since his returning. So this is Masdar, of course. Okay, منذ رجوعه, since his returning, من بلده, from his city. Okay, so since he returned from the city, he has been sick. أعرف هذا الشيخ منذ 5 سنوات. I know this sheikh. Okay, I know this sheikh. The sheikh, we have said sheikh could mean a learned person. Okay, a learned person, or an old man could be a sheikh, or even a teacher. It's sometimes used for respect. Okay, you can call someone sheikh out of respect. So أعرف هذا الشيخ, I know this sheikh. منذ 5 سنوات, since 5 years. 5 years now, since I know him since 5 years. Now here, ta'ammal ma yali. Take note, okay, of what is coming here. Huwa yara, anta tara, ana ara, nahnu nara. If you can remember, we look at the huruful mudari, informal mudari. We said they are 4. Ya, ta, hamza, and then what? Noon. Okay, so these are the huruful mudari. Okay, so the mudari verbs, they begin with this. Okay, like yakra'u. Okay, ana akra'u, huwa yakra'u, anta takra'u, nahnu nakra'u. So you see, they are always ana azhabu, or you can say huwa yazhabu, anta tazhabu, ana azhabu, nahnu nazhabu. So these are the huruful mudari. I hope you have not forgotten them. These 4, and they always begin the fi'l mudari. Okay. But here, that's not actually what he wants in this particular exercise. He's saying that يضع المدرس أشياء على مكتبه أو يرسم على السبورة أشياء ويسأل كل من الطلاب ماذا ترى على المكتب على السبورة، ويجيب الطلاب ويقول أرى قلما وكتابا وساعة. What he wants here is, we cannot do it here because this is an online medium, right? Medium. It need to be physical. Okay, the students and the teacher are there physically. So you see, يضع المدرس أشياء على مكتبه. The teacher will put some things on his desk, okay, on his table. أو يرسم على السبورة أشياء, or he will draw things on the board. ويسأل كل من الطلاب ماذا ترى على المكتب. So the teacher will draw things on the board, and then he will ask the student, what can you see? So for example, he can draw pen, and you ask the teacher, the students, what can you see? And the teacher, the students will answer, I can see a pen. Then maybe he will draw a book, and then he will ask another student, what can you see? ماذا ترى? And then the student can answer, أرى كتابا, or I see a book, or whatever. So that's what he's trying to say here. This had to be physical before we can do it, right? But because, as I said, it's an online medium, we won't be able to do it. So let's go to the next one. تأمل ما يلي. Of course, he's trying to explain something important again. أرجو أن تسمح لي بالجلوس هنا. أرجو. The verb is raja. You can remember raja. I don't know whether we have come across it. Raja. Okay, raja means this is gym. Okay, so pardon me if it is not clear. This is gym that I want to write. Okay, this is the verb raja. Okay, raja. Raja. Raja means to desire. Okay, or to wish. Okay, to wish. To wish. So arju and tasmahali, I wish, or I desire, or how do you say it? Okay, I wish. And tasmahali, that you pardon me, or you excuse me. Samaha, the verb is samaha. Samaha means to pardon someone. Okay, or to excuse him. Okay, to excuse him. So say musamahatun, pardon. Okay, like when the teacher is to punish the students, and then he leave them. He decided that, okay, I will not punish them again. The word is musamahatun. Okay, pardon. He has pardoned them. Musamahatun, pardon. Okay, that's it now. So arju an tasmaha li bil khuruji huna. I wish that you excuse me. Of course, here it means excuse, not pardon. Okay, he hasn't done any crime, right? Like he's excusing him, right? And tasmaha li bil julusi huna. I wish that you will excuse me to sit here, right? Arju an tasmaha lahu bil khuruj. I wish that you allow for him living. I wish that you allow for him living. Bimana, you allow him to live. Okay. Arju an tasmaha lana bidukhul. I wish that you allow for us entering. Bimana, I wish that you allow us to enter. Arju an tasmaha li Hamidin biziyaratika. I wish that you allow for Hamid your visiting. Bimana, I wish that you allow Hamid to visit you. I hope that is clear. Okay. Now let's look at here. He said, هذه أسماء فصول السنة. Here we are looking at فصول الأربعة. The فصول الأربعة. The فصول الأربعة, they are the seasons. The 4 seasons. فصول الأربعة, the 4 seasons of the year. So that's why he said, هذه أسماء فصول السنة. Okay, these are the names of the seasons of the year. So ashita'u. Let's write, right? We should write the meanings there. Ashita'u. is what? Ashita is the winter, right? The winter is what we term as Ashita. I hope that is clear. Ashita. Ashita is the winter. Then the next one we have is Ar-Rabi'. Okay, so we have Ashita, Ar-Rabi', As-Sayf, Al-Kharif. Okay, so those are the four. Ashita, Rabi, Sayf, and Al-Kharif. Okay, so Ar-Rabi' is spring, right? This one, spring. So this is Ar-Rabi'. Then we have the next one, As-Sayf. Sayf, of course, we all know is what? It's summer, right? Okay, the summer. We have seen that one a lot. Utlat Sayf, the summer holidays, right? Then we have Kharif. Okay, Kharif, which is autumn. Okay, autumn. That is Al-Kharif. Okay. So those are the Fusul al-Arba'a, the four seasons that we have. Okay. Now let's look at Al-Kalimat al-Jadida. Of course, we have gotten to the end of the lesson. So we'll look at the new words that we have came across. The first one is Utlatun. Of course, Utlatun means the holiday, right? Now have Misr. Misr, that's Egypt, right? Ahlun. Ahlun means family. Okay, family. Right? When we say a man's Ahl, when we say the Ahl of a man, it means his wife. So Ahlun means family. That's the general term. But sometimes it can mean wife. Okay, for example, when we say here, the Ahl of this man, okay, it means his wife. Okay. Now, Asha'un is the dinner. Okay, dinner. Then we have Zara. Zara means he visited. Yazuru, he is visiting. Now Bakia, it remained. Yabqa, it is remaining. Okay. Okay. Now here, Al-Amul Mukbil, it means what? Next year. Next year. Here, Hudu'un. Hudu'un. Hudu'un means silence or calmness. Okay, calmness. When there's no disturbance. Okay, silence, that's hudu. Now Zorfun. Zorfun, of course, the Zorf is the envelope. Zoruf, envelopes. Of course, I said in grammar it should be in the adverb, right? Ilajun. Ilajun is treatment. Treatment. Ilajun, treatment. So if you are sick, you go to the hospital for treatment. Okay. Bada'a yabda'u. Bada'a, it started or he started. Yabda'u, he is starting or it is starting. Basaqa. Basaqa means he spit. He spit. Okay. Or you can say he spat. I think that's the past tense, right? Yabusuku, he is spitting. Okay, he is spitting. Okay. Az-Zubabu. Az-Zubabu is the flies. Okay, and the plural is Zibbanun. Zibbanun. I'lanun is the notice. The notice. Okay, the notice. Dawda'un. Dawda'un is noise. Okay, noise. Samaha yasmahu. Samaha means he pardoned or he excused. Yasmahu is his excusing. Now, amkana yumkinu. Okay, to make possible. Amkana, it make possible or he make possible. Amkana yumkinu. Something to be possible. Okay. Inshallah, this of course is the end of this particular lesson. We'll stop here and then inshallah we'll continue in the next lesson. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله لي ولكم في قرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم من الآيات والذكر الحكيم. Inshallah, if there is anything, inshallah you can contact us. We'll try to respond to you. جزاكم الله خيرا. See you in the next